to turn down the music? Yes, there is. So just turn the match volume down. That's right, I gotta apply. There we go. Save and exit. Oh, welcome back to ARK. Oh man. So, for those of you that are unsure about what this game is, this is a survival game that basically is set in the future, but seems like the past, but it's actually the far future. Oh no, I don't want to join an ARK. Nope. I want to host local. And the nice thing about this game is there are lots of different ways you can interact with it. If you want to be more of a multiplayer person, you can actually join official ARKs that are created for consoles and essentially be either PvP, player versus player, or PvE, player versus environment. You can choose what map, so you can have what maps. You can see how many players are on each map. This is right here. How long the map's been in play. You can also start your own if you want to. Generally speaking, though, I'm exiting out. I'm going to go. I usually do a host local, which is a single player setup, and you have a lot of different options. Here on the left-hand side, I'm scrolling through them real quick because essentially that basically affects the game mechanics. I have some settings that are not at default. If you play by the default settings, it's a little slower, just fine. But my settings are more for a faster game because I'm playing solo. And there's a couple of nice things I put on, like show map player location, which I'll show you once I get in. But essentially, this is a way you can kind of customize your game offline, or if you want to convert it into an online setup, you can do that as well. You can do what's called host a dedicated server. The current map I have selected, I can't do that with, but with the island, I can run what's called a dedicated server, which is essentially, as long as my machine's on, anybody who logs into my machine, we're all on that same map, so to speak, that same session. I'm going to delete my old island data because I don't remember what I did on it, but I was going to do the original island and just kind of start out and show people that have interest what goes on in ARK per se if you've never played it before. At its core, it's a survival game with dinosaurs. So if you've ever played any sort of survival game, well, and enjoyed it, you probably will to some extent enjoy ARK. There are some mechanics in here that are interesting and that I like. I have not beaten the game, but I have put in a lot of hours into the game, an embarrassing amount of hours when I looked into it. So let's jump in and start single player. And this is obviously just one person, so it's a complete PvP setup. And part of the experience of the dinosaur part of it is you can tame dinosaurs. You can tame dinosaurs to do your bidding. Now, normally, you can see the map is pretty well fleshed out. I've played on the island more than a few times. So I'm just going to do a default dude, because I usually play in first person anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Will they let me name him what I want, though? Probably not. And generally speaking, you can look, and there's different areas you can spawn at, and different areas have different difficulty levels, because there's maybe more aggressive creatures or higher level creatures in the area, or just it's a treacherous environment, because you do have to worry about environment in this game. I am going to spawn right where I am. Are they going to let me? And there's a storyline with this now. I'll be quiet for this part.
I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember Hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith. While they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. It's explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
Oh, okay. So that's the general gist of it. You can't skip that, obviously, but I figured since I'm doing a goof around video, I figured I'd show that. So this is your instance. You wake up in a random location. I mean, I know where I am, but you wake up in a random location in that zone that you pick, and essentially, triangle picks stuff up, and you can pick up stone on the beach. You can pick up. Let me get to some grass. There's some grass over here that you can pick up. So you can do this and just hold down triangle and you pick it up on PS5 or PS4. And you level up. And when you level up, you get stuff. Which I did forget to turn down leveling because I've been doing some experimentations with leveling and harvesting. I am harvesting at double the normal rate. So, and there's all kinds of different things you can upgrade when you level up. You can upgrade your stats. Generally speaking, the first couple levels I like to throw into weight because everything has an encumbrance level, and when you get to a certain point, you can completely become immobile, which is a bad thing. So weight's never a bad thing. And then you can learn different things on your journey. You start with stone pick, which allows you to do some mining of some types of things. Torch, which allows you to see in the dark, obviously, and notes that you can basically make handwritten notes or recipes later on for cooking. I'm going to take stone hatchet. I'm going to take spear so I can defend myself. Alright, and then to get some other components, it hurts you, but you can just go the old-fashioned route and hit R2 and just punch stuff. I need 10. There we go. Okay. And some of this stuff is extra stuff that you get for... I mean, technically, actually, I did beat the game with a character, so I got some of this extra stuff, so... You don't have to keep any. All this is cosmetic. That's what that little blue part in the top left corner. It's basically a cosmetic for some things, or you can get skins for animals. Some of this is acquired if you buy stuff for the game. You just toss all this stuff. And you throw things out of your inventory by hitting L2. And you acquire berries. Some berries are good to eat. Some berries are bad to eat. And as you go through the game, you kind of learn what goes with what. And if you highlight over certain things, if you have the settings at default, you can learn what they are. It'll give you an idea of what you can do with them. You have a food and water meter, which is actually represented there in the bottom right of the HUD. From top to bottom, you see the arrow is an experience bar. The next one is your weight encumbrance limit. The next part is water, how much water you have in your system. If you dehydrate, you can begin... Oh, look, there's a megalodon. You can begin to quickly lose stats and health if you get dehydrated. Food is next. If you run out of food, you become hungry, can't do certain things, you can't regain stamina. Stamina is the lightning bolt. Yep, there he is right there. What are you doing? Okay, I don't want to get too close. Lightning is the thunderbolt. That represents stamina. Essentially, if you run by clicking L3, you can run out of stamina. If you do any activity, like swinging your arms or swinging tools, you can lose stamina. And the final one is health. Any specialized conditions you are currently in are displayed right there to the left. Right now you can see a little icon that looks like a snowflake. That means I'm cold, which means that my stats suffer a little bit due to being cold. I will lose, I think, food quicker. And then you can see there's a little hand icon that pops up. You can see it right now. It's a little hard to see from staring at the sunlight. Hand icon means there's something for me to pick up, so that means I can hit or hold triangle and it'll pick it up. These, which I didn't expect to see so quickly, these are essentially drop beacons. Now this one I can't pick up because I'm not level 15, but essentially these beacons will pop up from time to time. There'll be light points that you'll see in the distance or close by you. They're essentially little goodie huts. You can pick up armor from them, you can pick up weapons, you can pick up resources, you can pick up recipes, or engrams, and also you level up for walking around, which is why I'm leveling up so quickly. So let's level up again. I'm going to level up weight again. And I'm going to get... Do I want campfire? Yeah. Campfire allows you to cook meat, because you can't eat uncooked. You can, but it'll poison you just like it would in real life. I'm going to take cloth pants and cloth shirt because I did pick up some fiber. And I'm going to go ahead and start making some tools. To make stuff, you can hit the L1 button, or excuse me, R1 button on PlayStation, and it opens up your engrams. I will say this HUD on a console is not the greatest. This on PC is much better, but on console it's workable. And you basically pick which folder. You can change how these are displayed. I keep it by folder type, so I go to Weapons, Primitive, Melee, and I can construct one of these. To construct, it has to be highlighted like this one. You have to have the resources. You can see a stone pick takes 10 or 1 stone, 10 thatch, 1 wood. I have that, so it's lit. You can see these other things take other resources I don't have, so they're darkened out. So I hit R2, and I'll create my first thing, which is a pick. And with the pick, you can do this. You have a bar at the bottom where you can quick access things, and you can quick access it by these items here. Access by using just the directional pad. These items access by using L1 and either the button or the directional pad. And I'll show you how to do this real quick. You basically take and highlight items. If you want to put it on your hotbar, you can do one of two things. If you're the first available hotbar is where you want to put it at, you can just hit X twice in quick succession, and it puts it in your hotbar slot. Or you can take it out by doing the same thing, highlight it and double tap X. Or if you want to click it, you can see how these highlight now. You can move them to anywhere on your hotbar that you choose. I generally put my pickaxe on the first one just to make it easy to come to. And if I hit left on the directional pad, boom, there's my pickaxe. Pickaxe is nice because it gets more resources, and it doesn't hurt you to get those resources. It does have a durability factor, though. You can repair things. So I'm going to use this to get some flint from this rock. Now, pickaxe gets flint more than stone. You can also see I'm getting metal. Metal is needed for later in the game to make iron, which are iron ingots, which is for weapons. And I am encountering my first dinosaur. I'm going to put down my weapon, not that it scares it, but I just want to show you what this looks like. This is one of the first creatures you'll probably see as far as a big one. This is a parasaur. As you can see, it is not hostile. In fact, actually, if I were to hit it, it will run from me. And it runs in fear. And it's faster than I am, so I'm not going to try and catch it. I didn't want to do that. I just want to show off, what it can do. Some creatures are hostile, so you have to be careful. Generally speaking, when you approach something, they'll be in various states. They'll be either passive, like that creature was. And you can see now, he's walking around normal. If I walk up to him, he will not be scared of me anymore. But if I hit him again, he would take off again. And you can see he's passive. He doesn't attack me. He doesn't retaliate. This creature doesn't retaliate. This is one of the first creatures you can get as basically a pack mule type creature. Good Lord, I'm just leveling up, talking and walking. I like this. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to level weight again. Generally, I get weight to about 150, where I can carry 150 pounds. I'm going to get my first carrier container and my first building structure. Building structure is important. They help protect you from the elements. I'm going to go ahead and get some more fiber, get some more hand stuff. I'm also getting berries as well. That's pretty handy to have as berries. Alright, and I need... Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, I'm going to get some more thatch as well. Pickaxes get more thatch when you use them on trees. You can see I'm getting a lot of thatch and very little wood. I'm going to... Good Lord, how much can I get from this? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and level up again. I've got to turn down leveling. And as you can see, as you progress, you get level points. Like it's hard to see. I'm going to see if I can highlight it. But up here, top right here, Ingrams, you see points 8. You can access this menu as well from the options menu. Oh no, not from the option menu. From the circle. Excuse me, from circle. Hit circle, you bring up your main menu where your inventory is. If you tap the mid pad in the middle of the PlayStation controller, you can go through each thing in kind. Taming progress, which I'll go over once I go taming, which will probably be in a different video. But this is the main thing. These are the Ingram points. You can use these Ingram points. I have 8 to spend. And so I can go through and look and see what these things require once I build them. I am going to get a cloth hat and a wall because I want to get a... In this video, I think I want to just get a foundation going. and get something built up. Alright, so we're going to let's build some weapons now. You can see now, because I have flint, I have a couple of extra options. I'm going to build a torch, I'll build a hatchet, and I'm going to build... How many spears can I build? I'm going to build 4 spears. And I'll tell you why in a second. Because 4 spears may seem like a lot, and you may be like, well, why are you building so many spears? Because they can function as a melee weapon and as a range weapon. And when you create stuff, you do move around slower. Now, my hatchet, I'm going to double tap X to put it... Oh, that's that Ingram spot dropping off. These things do all work on a timer. So after a certain bit of time, they will disappear off the map. You do get respawns, though, and they can be different colors. Different colors represent the different levels that you have to be to access them. But I'm going to take and drag this, because I typically like to put this on circle, and then I like to put my spears on right. So now what I can do is, if I want my pickaxe, I can just tap left on the D-pad, boom, there it is. If I want my hatchet, I tap up on the D-pad, boom, there it is. If I want my spears out, I tap right on the D-pad, boom, there they are. And I'll show you real quick. I can either swing it, melee style, or if I hold L2, I can basically hold back and throw it like a melee or a range attack. So I have some options there. If I have a creature that's doing range attacks, I can kind of be at range and be safe, or get up in melee. But in melee, you can break these things. That's the danger of it. You can see in the distance there's another green drop point that's coming down. They come down from the sky. You can usually see them at a pretty good distance. The ones I can access right now would be white in color, but I don't see any in the nearby vicinity. And then also, if I want the torch, I have to hold L1 and then hit the circle button, and now I have the torch, which does run on a timer, just like any, it uses durability as you have it lit. But if you notice, if I hold the torch out, it does provide some warmth, so the cold condition I've been having goes away. But if I put it up, it comes back. So you have to worry about temperature and environment in this game. You can freeze to death. You can drown because you do have an oxygen meter. I just haven't gone in the water yet because I've seen a megalodon, and that makes me nervous. Because megalodons are sharks, which are aggressive. I'm going to take these Mijo berries for reasons I'll explain later, and I'm going to drop them onto my hotbar down at the back end. So that's done. I need to find some meat and also craft some armor. So let's craft some armor. So I'm going to go back to the main area, and there's where armor is. Then I can go into cloth. You get different types of armor. I'm going to build that, I'm going to build that, and I'm going to build that. You build with R2, and everything stacks in a queue, and once you build it, it goes into your inventory. To equip armor, you need to use R2, or you can tap X and then drag it to the appropriate area, which in this case would be legs. Tap X, throw it to legs. But it's much easier just to tap R2, and it auto-equips to the correct spot. So, and now I have some armor. I am starting to get a little heavy. Let's run a little bit. So you tap the left stick to run. You can run as far as your stamina bar will allow. You can see the lightning bolt symbol is draining as I take off and run. When it runs out completely, you exhaust yourself, and then you have to stop to regain stamina, which is kind of a dangerous thing to be, because everything that you do takes stamina, including swinging your weapon. So you want to be careful if you run into a dangerous situation. You want to at least have enough stamina to either run back out of it or to attack whatever it is that's hitting you and hurting you or causing you danger. Is there no dodos around here? Come on, no dodos, huh? All right, let's see. Let's be afraid and go in the water. Okay. Was that piranhas? No, that's not piranhas. Those are regular fish. Okay, cool. You can see the oxygen meter that popped up above my arrow. That's basically how much oxygen I have. If I go too low, I start to drown and basically lose health until I die. Don't want to do that, so we're going to try not to do that in this first video. Rain! Yay! Rain's good because rain automatically refills your water meter and keeps it full, and if you had any sort of water skin or some type of thing to hold water, you could fill it up, which I don't have a water skin yet, so I can't show you that process, but because I need hide, which means I need to kill something that has hide, but unfortunately I haven't seen anything I can kill that has... Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. There's a dodo, but it's running. Why is it running? Why are you running, dodo? What's got you nervous? I'm not nervous anymore. So whatever it was is gone. Okay. So here's a dodo. Once again, another peaceful creature. They all have levels. That'll be useful later for taming purposes. You can almost tame everything in the game. There's not everything that's tameable, but they almost are all tameable. Oh, hey, there's another one. What are you? You're a male dodo level 60. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold L2 to throw my spear and whop! They'll grab my spear, and I've killed my first creature. I'm going to take my hatchet, and I'm going to chop at it to get hide and meat, as you can see. And I've got another level. I want to get more meat, though. And I'll show you, I'll swing at it. Please don't break. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's a baryonyx. I'm dead. I'm just dead. I'm just going to stop. No points. So as you can see, there are aggressive creatures. I'll respawn in a different spot just to get a different view. Let's respawn in Zone 3. Yeah. Now, on the map, you can make these marks. You see how I have some marks made up. This is from previous maps where I've done some building or exploration. You can spawn anywhere you want to. God, man, baryonyx would be nice to have if I had the saddle for it and the ability to trap it. But I'm going to spawn over in a different area, and when you respawn, you can respawn in beds if you have them built. I don't have any built because I haven't learned how to build them yet. I'm going to respawn a random location. When you respawn with no equipment. You respawn naked, which is why generally you want to try and build some type of shelter as soon as possible so you can kind of have a home base of operations. Thatch is the weakest structure. It can't be destroyed by most any creature that attacks it, and I've got to start all over again. So, which is fine. I'm okay with this early on. Plus, it shows you that it's not safe all the time. Oh, but of course, I'm in the middle of a rainstorm. Rainstorms can occur in different areas, and there's differing levels of it. This is a bad one because it's got fog involved. You can see mortar and pestle. That's useful because you can make stuff like spark powder and narcotic, which will be really useful later on. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and make... Do I have enough? I'm going to take a hide sleeping bag, a door frame, and a ceiling so I can make me basically a structure and some place to live. And I think that might be where I stop. But I'm going to need some stuff. So that means I need to be looting again. Because again, I am naked minus the starter equipment I start with based upon what I've acquired like through add-ons and expansions and stuff like that. Which reminds me... yeah, we're going to just toss all that out. So I need... Do I have enough to make a pickaxe? Yes, I do. Make a pickaxe, please. I lost 8 metal, too. That's alright. It's a starter character. It's not a big deal. Death is not a huge deal at the early stages because you're getting valuable experience and you're kind of learning the lay of the land. Hopefully I don't die again. Later on it can't hurt as you get more advanced equipment, but for right now that's not a big deal. So I'm going to... Now because my hotbars are already pre-set up, I don't have to set them up again. You see how the hatchet's kind of faded out, the spears are faded out, and the torch is faded out. If I get enough means to make the items, which I'm going to get right here, another quick way to make items that you've had in the past is if they're on your hotbar like so, I can tap the hotbar icon, and if there's nothing there, if I have the resources in hand, it will attempt to make it. So I'm going to tap up, and I don't have enough to make a hatchet anyway. What am I missing? Oh, thatch and wood. Well, go figure. Got to get some thatch and wood. I just got enough just to make this pickaxe. All right. Well, I know I need thatch and wood to make thatch house. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to do that. As you can see how I basically am now making a hatchet. And then I'm going to hold L1 in circle to make me a torch. Now you can still go through the menu. It's just if it's there and available, it's quicker. So, and then I'm going to go in and see how many spears I can make. I can make 2. Ooh. What am I like? Oh, I need something I didn't get a chance to show. You can see, I'll just take a swing with the pickaxe. You can see I get a lot of thatch and 1 wood. If I swing with the hatchet, I get much more wood and not hardly any thatch. The thing about that, though, is that wood does weigh a good bit, so I want more thatch, especially in the early game. Later game, you're going to want wood for a lot of stuff. What the heck? Am I being attacked? Oh, look at that. And, oh dear. Alright, let's... That's a Dilophosaur. Oh, good. He's a low-level Dilophosaur, or she. Not exactly sure. Well, that's good. I needed meat and hide anyway. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, cool. That'll help. I mean, I got what I needed. I just... Oh, hey. Oh, that's... Oh, no. Pegomastics. That Pegomastics is a little creature that's running along the beach. It's a thief. It's a thief thing. Essentially, it's going to try and steal what's ever in my last hotbar. If it steals enough of an item, the way you tame those, because like I said, most anything can be tamed in this game, the way you tame those is by basically letting it steal from you, and if it steals something that it considers valuable enough, it'll become your friend. The handy thing about the Pegomastics is it functions as a backpack, which means you can throw stuff on it and it'll be less weight on you. It'll be half weight instead of full weight. The problem is they're aggravating as all get out, and if you don't tame them on the first steal, they run off with your stuff, and then you got to kill them to get your stuff back, which is aggravating. Now that I got weight to 150, I'm going to level up movement speed, which affects both your walk rate and your run rate. And I am going to get... I'm going to get a simple bed. I want a bed. Alright. And some things do require, like, previous engrams to be unlocked before it'll unlock itself. I'm going to need another spear. I feel like I'm going to F up and I'm going to... Because I see another Dilophosaur. Those are... Oh, no, that's the Pegomastics I was looking at earlier. Oh, dear. Okay. Do I want to kill you? I really want to kill you. Oh, dear. I really don't like these things. And I don't know what level it is. You know what? Come on. Take a shot. Nope. Oh, dear. What did you take? You took the berries. And you're level 90. I'll just stab him. Because I really don't need you stealing my food. I really want my spear back. Oh, thank God. You got stuck. There we go. Did I get my spear back? Okay, good. If it is... Okay, do you... Oh, you ate my stuff. You took my berries, you jackass. Okay. Well, I did level up on it, and I got some hide and stuff. That's okay. Alright, movement speed again. I want to be able to run fast. Don't... Compass would be nice if I needed it, but with the setting I currently have, just to show you, if you tap, while you're out here, if you tap the big button in the middle, the touchpad, it brings up a map. You can see where I am by the blue cursor. Normally, by default, that's not there. So I put it on for ease of use, but if you wanted to play it true to life, you could... Oh, crap. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Oh, crap. That's a Sarco. No. We're leaving. That's a crocodile. Bye, crocodile. Good luck. Thank God we're on land. Run. I was not expecting to be at so many hostiles. Are you still chasing? Kind of. Not really. Crocodiles are not dangerous on land, but on... I mean, they can be if they get close enough, but in water, they are super dangerous. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, there's a Dilophosaur. That's the least dangerous thing on this island so far. Okay, I'm just picking a bad place to be right now. Okay, that's... yeah. Okay. Alright. Raptors. Awesome. And chasing a parasaur this way. Awesome. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There's a trike. Let me run in these group of trikes. Trikes are not aggressive unless you attack them. And then they get super aggressive and they group up. So any trike in the area will group up and attack. You guys mind if I come out here and build out here? Do you mind? Do you mind if I do that? You guys don't mind, right? Alright. I need some stuff, though. Alright. I don't even have armor right now, do I? I don't. I'm naked as a jaybird. I got underwear on. That's all I got. So I'm going to build some armor again. Alright. Also, I need some stone, so I'm going to chop at this. The hatchet gives you more stone whenever you hit stone stuff, and less flint. I don't like those. Alright, so this is the first time where you're going to get to see me do something that's nice to be able to do on unofficial servers, and that is the admin page. I'm not going to tell you how to bring it up. You can do research yourself, but the bird that I see in the distance, which I'm going to type this command in. This is one of the rare times where I like having the ability to do console admin commands. Character. And you can learn how to do all these on ARK websites and stuff. And so you can really, if you really wanted to super cheat and just kind of be unrealistic with stuff, you can. I choose not to, except for certain instances, and this is one of them. I'm going to back out. That bird right there is an Ichthyornis. It's basically a rat bird. It's a trash bird. What it does is if it spots you, it attacks you. And if it attacks you, it does something similar to the Pegomastix, where it takes something out of your inventory. The difference is it can take anything out of your inventory, and when it takes it, it destroys it instantly. So it can take weapons, armor, food, and because I don't... oh, you erased my command, you... ah, crap. Should have just put it in. But I wanted to show you what that bird is, because I hate those birds. They are absolutely a waste of time, I feel like. They can do certain things when they're tamed, but they're such a pain in the butt to tame that it's almost not worth the effort. The way you have to tame them, if I remember correctly, is you have to bring them freshly killed fish while they're unconscious, which you have to knock them unconscious first, which is a problem in and of itself, and then you have to be able to bring them the fish while they're unconscious, because they don't stay unconscious forever. I got stone. Oh, I need to put on my armor. Where's some armor? Okay. Alright, let's do some structures. Let's get a house built so I can at least have a home base, and then I'll stop for now. Thatch. Let's build all of them. 3. I'm just going to build out here. You can build anywhere within reason. On default settings, there are some areas you can't build in. I have that area. I have that type of thing turned off where I can interact with certain areas of terrain that normally I wouldn't be able to interact with. Is that the Sarco? Oh, that's the Sarco. All right. I don't know what level the Sarco is, but do I want to try and pull it to these trikes? What level are you? You are level 80, and you have... oh, do I want to piss it off and bring it here? I don't like it being on the beach. But it's also not doing anything to me currently, and it'd probably chew up that turtle before it gets back here, so... and if it gets back here, I'm screwed, so... because there's no way I'm killing a Sarco. Not with this setup I currently have. I need traps and all that good stuff, and I got none of that right now. So I'm going to just venture further into the grasslands here. What's that over here? Is that just rock? Okay, that's rock. I have some foundation, so I'm probably just going to build somewhere over here. I normally try to build, at least on a solo server, I usually build on the beach. If you're playing PvP, that's the worst place to build. So finding a little hovel is a good spot that you can hide in. But Well, if I don't do PvP, I've never liked PvP. I'm going to go this way because that looks like a severe drop-off. Okay. And you can just about hit everything in the world and destroy it. And depending on if you have something near it, it may or may not respawn. Hey, turtle, what level are you? Oh, you're only level 10. You're female, though. That would be nice to have for later. Let's build some more. And if you need to know what you need for a particular item, you can highlight it, and it'll tell you. Like this, for example, I need wood, and I'm short wood. I usually try to build a small, decent-sized house to start. Nothing huge, but this is a starter home. And because I have a terrible sense of direction, I also like to make sure I can find it, so I usually build it too tall. I'll show you what that means in a second. I'm just going to do 2 by 3. Just going to do 2 by 3. Okay. Oh, lovely. There's a white beacon way over there where the Sarco is. That's not tempting at all. I know what's over there. Okay. And then what I'll do is I will build a doorway. Trying to make sure nothing sneaks up. Oh! I see trikes going after something. Oh, that might be good for me. That might be super bad. Might be good or bad. Let me run out here and see what's going on because their trike took off. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, take it out. Get him. Yeah. Go trikes. Hell yeah. What level was that thing? I was level 5. You guys had that in the bag. Nice job. Trikes are herbivores, so they won't eat that. But I'm not a herbivore. I can be a carnivore or a herbivore. I will probably grab that. And I am short on water. Oh no. Schninola. Okay. What am I short of for walls? Wood? Okay, I need to cut some wood down. I also need to get some water. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go. Told you I have a terrible sense of direction. I've done lost where the damn Sarco was. Where was the Sarco? Okay, it's got to be near you guys because you didn't wander too far from the body. Or maybe you have already. Oh, God. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to come over here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. You also get... Okay, that's a little bit much now. That's a little bit much. I don't have a freaking campfire set up or anything. Alright, let me come down to the water here. And then I'm going to go back to my little hovel area. I need to also make some food because I am getting low on... Get anything out here? The nice thing is the trikes are not aggressive to me, but if something gets aggressive to it, it will wreck its shit. So it kind of can act as a... see, the Dilophosaur won't mess with it because the Dilophosaur knows better. Alright, let me go back into... I'm going to wander back into my hovel area. I am very heavy right now, so that's why I'm running a little slower than what I'd like to be. Okay, where... There it is. Okay. I never build like this, so this is interesting. Alright, level up is available, but I'm going to have to wait, and I need wood. Oh, crap! Come on! A Carnotaurus? You son of a bitch! Oh, this is such a terrible spawn spot. Jesus. I'll tell you what. Okay, fine. No, that's west. East. That's what I want, east. Yeah, give me East Zone 1, medium. If it's not far up the beach... I mean, hell, the areas that are easy so far have screwed me up royally. Oh, God, how far up am I? Okay, I'm not that far up. I can go this way. Okay, south we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, moss chops. Mossy chops. What level are you guys? Level 15? What level are you? Level 75? Don't scare me like that, dude. Oh yeah, we're yes. We're definitely gonna do that. So moss chops tame passively, which means that if you walk up to them, it says what they want. And all you got to do is, remember earlier I said I put a Mijo berry, purple berry into my last slot? Well, these want Tinto berries, which are red. So I'm going to put a Tinto berry in the last slot, feed it, and now I have my first tame. Hallelujah. And it doesn't require a saddle. It's one of the few that don't require a saddle. Yeah. So this is handy dandy. Moss shops are quite handy because as long as you're riding them, they are quite powerful creatures. You'll see now that I have to attack a raptor. Oh, geez. Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, well. You can see how much better I handle myself whenever I have a creature under my employ. And obviously, creatures can level up as well. Where am I going? Am I going the right way? I'm going the wrong way. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm that... Ooh. Okay. Holy crap, I gotta... Oh, dear. No. That's not good at all. I've got to go this way to go... Okay, I've got to loop around this little peninsula area. Okay. Well, Moss Shops has a level available, so if you hit square while you're riding them, you can access their inventory and their thing. For these creatures, I usually just do melee damage, because 620% melee damage is quite nice, and it will only get better. Can I go... Well, that's a Pteranodon over in the distance there to the right. Let's see what's over here. I've had a bad run of bad luck. Anything underneath the water that I need to be worried about? The Moss Shops has its own ratings, as you can see in the top right. It's got its own little HUD area. Something's knocking down some trees. There's a Brontosaurus. Another peaceful creature, as long as you don't mess with it, which I'm not going to right now. I'm going to hit circle so I can access my personal inventory, and then I can drop some movement speed and see what I can get at level 9. I would like a bola, please. Bolas are nice. Okay, am I going the right way still? Nope, I'm not going the right way. Sorry about that, I had a phone call pop in. I'm going the wrong way. Turn around, dummy. Wait, no, I'm not. I thought I crossed. Did I not? What? How can I be so confused? I thought I crossed the peninsula. Lystrosaurus. Okay, something over here is effing with the dodos. What's effing with the dodos? Okay. There's a Patchy. Hey, Patchies. There are Patchies everywhere. Patchies are little dinosaurs you can use for riding, and they can headbutt stuff and knock stuff out. Not terribly great as a dinosaur, but, I mean, if you can tame it and get a saddle for it, I mean, if that's what you got, that's what you got. So I'm going to run through. One thing also about the Moss Shops I should mention is, oh, there's an Iguanodon. You can use the R2 button, just like you would with yourself for an attack. You can use the R2 button and it will attack. The Moss Shops will attack and bite. It can also harvest resources, though. I'm going to level up melee again, because melee does help with harvest rate, which is nice. So let's see. There's a Lystrosaurus. I don't really want to deal with the Lystrosaurus right now. There's an Oviraptor, which is not like a regular raptor. It is not an aggressive creature. It will run away from you. But it has its uses if you can tame it. Alright, am I going the right way? Jesus H. What a weird looking map. Okay, I know where I'm at, though. That's the weird thing. It just doesn't look like I know where I'm at. I played on this map a lot, so I kind of have an idea of where stuff is and where I want to be. And I was trying to be explorer person, and that crap didn't work at all. Because everywhere I explored that was easy had dangerous crap around it. But that just goes to show you, even if it says it's easy, it's not. Oh, one other thing I'll show you real quick while I've got my little dino buddy here. Everything in this game that's food related has a spoil timer. You can see that green bar that's underneath. Basically, it's a durability that runs out over time. It shows you the time if you highlight over it. Having creatures that can carry food is nice in the early game because, as you can see, 35 minutes to spoil one berry. It's just a single berry that'll spoil out of that mix. Whereas if I'm holding it, it's 4 minutes. And I'll show you. I'm going to hand it off, and I'm going to take one out. And you can see the spoil rate, it's equal timer, but the spoil rate is much faster on me than it is on the dinosaur. So you can kind of use them in the early game as a small little refrigerator, kind of, because that's what I generally use some of my smaller creatures as, is just refrigerators until I can build a refrigerator. There's more moss chops. Getting a moss chops early is very nice because, as you can see, it's not the fastest creature, but it is a little bit faster than my current run rate is. It's also a phenomenal attacker. It took on 2 raptors by itself and easily won. If I'd have encountered that same situation, I'd have been picking up my teeth and choosing another random spawn location. I do not need to kill anything right now. I've got plenty of hide and meat right now. I need to save some of that. So I'm going to try and get down here to the shoreline because you can see in the distance. Is this the right spot? Oh no. How have I passed it? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Okay. In the distance there, that is a place that is known affectionately to folks that play ARK as Herbie Island or Herbivore Island because no aggressive creatures spawn there. So it's nice to build a base there. Unfortunately, getting there is a little tough, but it's doable once you get to a certain level. Okay, moss chops. Now, by default, you can see this moss chops is female. It shows its health ratio and everything. And by default, it will follow me. I can go in and hold down triangle. And I can also tell it basically under options. Is that right? Nope, back. It's under behavior. Or is it just, man, how bad am I that I can't remember this stuff? Is it circle? Oh, just hold down circle on my end, and I can do a whistle, and I'm going to do a whistle stop all, which means that now she won't follow me, so she will stay exactly where she is. So I'll know where she is. Now, the problem is if anything comes by the beach and attacks her, moss chops by their nature are passive and flee from everything. So they will not, even though she's a beast as far as attacking, she won't attack unless I'm on her. So if I ever get knocked off of the moss chops, I'm in trouble because the moss chops will not try and attack anything while I'm not on it. So basically I'm working like as if I'm in the beginning game again, which means I'm going to do some thatch. Make me I need stone. I need stone. I need stone. I need stone. There we go. There's some. What the heck? Why do I feel like? I'm telling you, man, this early game. Usually, I don't encounter this much issues early game. I'm like paranoid. I'm like, oh crap, where is everything? Which is not a bad way to be, because in this game, as you can see, danger can come from any corner. You can play this in third person. I just choose not to, because on console it's a little harder to set up in third person. What you have to do is you hold down circle to bring up your radial menu. I think no. What? How does it? Is it? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. Oh, hold down the touchpad, and you can toggle third person, and then there's third person. So I'll do it temporarily. I'll run around third person, but here is third person. So if you want to use third person, feel free. If you feel more comfortable running around third person, obviously feel free to. The nice thing about third person is it does show you some extra information on the radial or on the HUD. For example, it shows weight, it shows food level, it shows your numbers instead of having to go into your menu. But I've gotten so used to playing it in first person that I'm just going to toggle back to first person. But if you want to play in third person, that's your prerogative. But figured I'd show you how to get there. I had to remember how to get there. Okay, I've leveled up. I need some stuff. I need to get some stuff. I feel like I haven't done hardly anything. I've been playing for an hour. I literally haven't done hardly anything. Like, I tried to start building a house. I was going to try and round down the day, but I got so excited killing the trikes killed the Sarco that I didn't see that there was a damn Carnotaurus right there, which, as you can see, is aggressive and will attack you from a distance. Okay, I'm going to build that. I'm going to build that. And remember, you can use either the in-game menu to build stuff, or if you have stuff on the hotbar, you can use that as well. Primitive, ranged. Okay, bolas I can't build yet because I don't have any. Yeah, I do. I have hide. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get some speed. Oh, speed. Level 10. I can do bow and arrow. Or can I? You can see it requires a slingshot engram. I do not have the slingshot engram, but if I choose this, it will ask me if I want to get the slingshot engram in a combo package and charge me the points for both of them. I'm going to select yes because I also want a stone arrow because I want my ranged weapons. And I think I'm going to take cloth boots. So let's do like I wanted to originally do. And let's build a place on the beach. Again, if you're playing on a server that allows PvP or on a public server, you don't want to build on the beach because obviously this is a dead giveaway. There's no hiding that you're on the beach. So most folks will basically raid and destroy your shit because that's how PvP works. So let's do this. Let's get to armor first. Let's do some armor. And let's go get some hide off of my moss chops, because the nice thing about the moss chops is, or any dinosaur that you encounter, is when it attacks, if it kills a creature and can eat that creature, like it can consume whatever it drops, it will automatically loot it whenever you go to attack it. Like, for example, if I had a trike, like the Triceratops you saw earlier that killed the Sarco, if I had that as a tamed pet and tried to attack that Sarco after it was dead, it would not loot it because trikes are not carnivores. They don't eat meat. They eat berries. So they refuse to actually harvest the creature. But a moss chops is nice because it is what's known as an omnivore, which means it can eat berries or meat, which means anything is fair game when you've got a moss chops in play. And I'm going to hit square to bring up its menu to go ahead and level it up. I'm going to level up melee damage some more. And the whole reason I got in there, if you want to interact with your creature's inventory, whether you're on top of it or away from it, all you got to do is get close enough, and you can do it one of two ways. You can hold down square and go into access inventory that way by using your right stick and flicking it towards the access inventory. But obviously on console, that's not the most comfortable thing to do. So generally speaking, what I like to do is I like to just hit square when you're near it. When you're close enough to actually ride it, you can hit square, and it brings up the menu just as quick. I'm leaving everything there for the moment. I do want to put my narco berries on you, and I'll put some other berries on you just in case I meet up with something. But I also want to get the ability. Can I make? Nope, I need fiber. Oh, you have fiber. You have fiber. There's some fiber. I would like your fiber, please. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm going to use that to make me some shoes. And I'm going to put on a hat. I'm going to put on clothes. I'm going to put on shoes. You have to have hide for. That's why I had to wait to make those. But I have hide. That's the hide right there. And let's see. What else can I do? I'm going to... Okay, do I have enough to... Let me go in and see. Can I make some structures? Can I make a house? No, not much of one. Alright, I need some wood. Let's get some wood. Without killing a dodo. Yeah, we're just going to chop you down. Okay. Why do I keep hearing shit? I mean, if it was something dangerous, the dodo would be running. That would be my alert symbol. So... I'm just paranoid right now because so far everything has been jumping out at me. I have not encountered that level of resistance at the beginning of a game like this in a while. I'm gathering some thatch right now. This also gives me level ups too, so as you can see wherever it is. But it's also encumbering me, so that's the bad part. Okay, so let's build our my quote-unquote normal building. And this is a relatively safe area. I know this from experience, so I say that, but 5. When you're crafting as well, you can see at the top, if you hit square and you have enough to craft 5 of something, that'll craft it in increments of 5. If you hit R2, that crafts in increments of 1. If you want to craft every single possible thing you can in hand, you can hit triangle, and that'll craft everything. I choose not to because I only want to build a certain size structure. I'm going to get movement speed. And, ooh, I can do wooden structures now. I can do wooden structures. I don't want to. I need to get some resource. I'm going to do mortar and pestle and narcotic. And a thatched door? I probably should have done cloth gloves. Oh, well. Alright, you can see I'm moving a little bit slower now. None of that weighs anything, though, so I'm going to just leave it for now. Let's get these out of inventory. Okay. Boom. We're going to do 2. Can I go this way? Yeah, I'll go this way. Alright, generally speaking, too, for looks, I like to change it to a block. You do that by holding down triangle and switching the block by using the right analog stick to flick to the left. It doesn't matter, it's strictly for aesthetics, but this is also how you would demolish it. Or, within 30 seconds of placing an item, you can pick it back up. So if you put something down that you didn't want to put down, you can quickly pick it back up by just hitting triangle or holding triangle and then picking up. But once it's laid down, now all I can do is demolish it. As you can see, I'll do it with the set of... hold on. Mall shops, I gotta mention for you, there's something dangerous. Not super dangerous, but dangerous enough that I want you to come over here and take care of it. What's up? Oh, you're a big one. Ah, level 7 is not that big. There we go. Mall shops has a level up available. Alright, let me run back to my base location. Okay, and we're going to level up the moss chops by giving her some more attack. Because that's what you do, hun. You attack stuff and poop. That's your job. Attack and poop, attack and poop. Okay, I'm going to build this. And then I'm going to build 5, 10 of those. And I'm going to get situated. And I'll show you... I'm going to build the door frame real quick. And you notice, like, if it's red, it tells you why it's red. You have to have a stat points. You have to have a foundation to put a door frame on. So once I put it down, you can see it says pick up allowed for 28 seconds and count down. If I hold down triangle, I can use the right analog stick flicked up and let go of triangle, and it'll pick up the door frame. And that way, if I put something down I didn't want to, it will take care of the problem. You can also use this. You can essentially, like, if I wanted to build something on top of an existing structure, like if I want to build another wall right here, I'm not going to, but if I hit R2 to place and there's something already there, it will destroy what's already there and it will return half the resources I used to build it. It'll return them back to me into my inventory. And obviously I don't want to do that because that would be a waste of resources, but I'm going to build that. Okay. I'm already out? Really? Did I not build 10? Sorry? Okay. Okay. I thought I had enough. 5 more? Maybe? No, I'm going to need more than 5. Alright. Alright. I'm letting them build out so that way I have one in hand. Because if I build them all and not have one in hand, I'll have to reload it. See, like this, I've got one building, but I can't have the cursor ready to build it. So, damn, how many more do I need? Golly, it's expensive. All right, build the last one out because I need to see how many I need left. I shouldn't need many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4. Okay, I need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need 6 roofs and a door. And there we go. And it's starting to get... Is it starting to get dark already? No, I was about to say. My time settings are are different from default, so I should have plenty of time to do what I need to do. Alright, so let's get these down. So finish up the thatch walls. This is what I was trying to do when I was so rudely interrupted by the Carnotaurus. Alright, so... And you can build as high as you can reach. Like if I had the ability to, I could build... You can really get creative with some of this stuff, especially if you're in creative mode. Because in creative mode, you can have unlimited resources. Oh gosh, staring into the sun. And there we go. We now, you can see there's a little house symbol. Well, it's supposed to be. There we go. There's a little house symbol. That means you are sheltered, which means that you basically are protected from the elements to a certain extent. You're not completely 100% protected, but you're a lot more protected than just being out in the breeze. So you can see, like, I'm cold out here, but if I go in here and get sheltered, I should warm up. So it doesn't protect against everything, but it does provide you some insulation. So that's always a good thing to have. Now let's go ahead and build. Okay, that's just music. I got nervous for a second. I heard music kick on. Usually when music kicks on, that's bad things, but that's a good thing. That's just a change of time. So, Rimmer level 12. Golly, I already have wood structures. I feel like I'm way ahead of the game. Let's do gloves, water skin, and spark powder. So that way I could maybe show a little bit before I stop. I was not going to go this deep into it, but I mean, getting killed kind of helps. Oh, there's something I can do real quick. See how I'm cold right here when I dive into the water? I get freezing. In freezing, I will take damage over time. The colder I am below freezing, the more damage I take. Whenever I come out of into cold or normal status, though, I can recover that health as long as I have food available to recover the health. So let's build our first actual thing. Let's build a campfire so you can actually see how this crap all works. Now I'm going to build one out here. So there we go. And what am I lacking to build another one? Stone, probably, right? Yeah, stone. Okay, well I can walk the beach and get stone. Okay, there we go. That's enough stone. I only needed 4 or 3, so that's 4. Okay, let's build another campfire. And I usually like to build one inside my house so that way I can stay warm and also be lit during the night, because it does get quite dark during the night. And I'm afraid of the dark, especially in ARK. I am afraid of the dark in ARK. So, but like any fire, you do need some sort of heat. You need some sort of fuel. So I'm going to get some wood together for not only for this. Oh my gosh! Seriously? Hey, that's a lot of wood. I didn't expect that much wood from that one tree. I do have double resources though. So I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. Okay. And now I need more wood because the next thing I want to build, or next couple of things I want to build, are I want to build a bed. Not a sleeping bag is nice because it's lighter, relatively speaking, and you can place those on ground, so I don't need a foundation. But the drawback is that if I spawn back to a sleeping bag, it's a one use. So once I spawn back to it, it disappears, and I have to build a new one if I want to respawn in that general area. While I'm talking, I'm just going to go to the moss chops. I'm paranoid now, man. I'm telling you. This game makes you paranoid. The other thing, a bed, you have to build on a foundation, but it's permanent. The only drawback to a bed is, well, any respawn element is that you have to wait 5 minutes before you can use that spawn point again. I need wood. I need wood. I need wood. And to build a bed, you need fiber, which I have, just barely enough. I have enough hide. I have plenty of thatch, and I have wood, so I'm going to build one bed. Alright. And now I definitely... Actually, you know what? I'm going to use moth chops to gather, because you'll gather more fiber than I ever would. Please come over here and gather all the fiber in the world. Some creatures can gather fiber from these bushes. Some creatures creatures can just gather berries from these bushes. This is one of the creatures that can get both or acquire both from those bushes. So that makes them a nice creature to have in the early game. So I'm glad I found you, Moss Chops. I may give you a name at some point. And you leveled up. So I'm working to get your melee damage. You get your melee damage to 1,000%. Yeah, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Okay. I need to put my bed down. And I need to get the fiber because I'm going to need the next part. Alright, so I have it to where you can clip through walls and build stuff. I generally try not to use that to my advantage. But I do it because it is aggravating in the standard setup to build sometimes because it will flag you as not being able to build something just for being a pixel off, and it can be quite frustrating. So I recommend doing that if you want to have some success at ARK, turning that off. It's a turn off or a checkbox you can do in the settings. I'll make sure that before I load in for the second video, the next video I do, next stream I do. Actually, okay, so I built a bed. Now I'm going to build some wood structures for storage. I'm going to build, I exited out. I'm going to build 2 storage boxes. That's your first capability to store items. Items in these things are permanent unless the storage container itself is broken, which it does have hit points, so it can be destroyed by either other players or by dinosaurs, so you have to be careful a little bit in that regard. But they have a decent amount of health, and usually they're not targeted unless you're doing something crazy. I'm going to put the metal in there. Everything else, though, I'll tell you what I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep the raptor skin, that thing, and that thing. Taking up space. Oh, I can't put that in the box? Okay, whatever. I'll tell you what then. Toss it. I'm not going to keep any of it because it's just wasting space. And I don't need the wasted space. Alright, let's chunk all this stuff. Okay, so there we go. Alright. Now I need some wood to put into... Wait, I already got wood in the fire. I need some more wood on the second fire because I like to keep a full... There we go. Okay. Now let's go in here, load this bad boy up. We'll carry the remainder out. So now I'm going to take these 9 out. So full stack. And now we're going to begin the process of fixing me something to eat. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 stacks of meat, and I'm going to put them right here. And I'm going to take and I'm going to put them right here. And I'm going to begin the process. Now I can light the fire 2 ways. I can come over here and tap this and it starts the fire, which keeps me warm and can also overheat me. Or if I can walk up to it, I can hit triangle and not have to access the menu and it'll light the fire. Both ways are completely doable. Do whatever makes you feel good. Ooh, it's a trilobite. Come here, trilobite. We gotta kill that trilobite. Come on, Moss Chops. I gotta give you a name. Gotta give you a name. Oh, no. Where'd you go? There you are. Trilobites are nice. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yes. Come here, you beautiful bastards. Die. Okay. Ooh, you're a biggie. Alright, cool. So, now that I've done that, I will open up the Moss Chops inventory real quick. There's lots of stuff I wasn't planning on doing in this little stream that I'm doing. So the first thing that's nice is, hold on a sec. Let me do this, and let me do this, and put that back, and do that, and I'm going to catch that and that, and I'm going to give those back, because I don't want to, there we go, okay. Manipulating the bars a little bit, and I'm going to take that. Chitin, which is important for a lot of things, including cementing paste down the road, but it also helps you build certain types of armor, can also help you build certain types of saddles. Silica pearls, which help you build electronics in the mid to later game, and oil, which you can get in bigger chunks, but from underwater. But this is something that lets you build electrical and mid-range to high-range stuff. So quite nice to get a little bit of that in this early portion of the game. Now, what do I have? Okay, I'm going to split this, and to split this meat, basically you hit the square button and it splits it one at a time. If you want to split like halves, You can highlight a stack and hit triangle, and it'll split it in half. So if you want to keep half and give half to something, you can. I'll show you why I'm splitting that in a second, because, or I'll tell you, let me say exactly what I'm going to tell you. In 2 minutes and change, you'll see why I split that here shortly, but I guess I need to level up. Golly, I'm level 13. I did not expect to get this far this fast in the first session. Cementing paste, I was just talking about that. Wooden foundation, wooden wall. So there we go. We need some, well, that's an improvement, and that helps us build potentially our first set of traps. What do I need? I need stone. 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 Okay. Need lots of stone. Need a good bit of stone. Alright. Well, we're almost done with this stream. Oh, am I level 15? Dang, I'm level 13. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my first crafting utensil, which is right here, and that is the mortar and pestle. I want to craft more than one, but I can only craft one right now. So we're going to come in here, and we're going to place the mortar and pestle right here. And we're almost ready to start the plan. So let's come here. Okay, you leveled up, so let's do that. Okay. Grab that, grab that. Give that back to you. Give that back to you. And I want to make another mortar and pestle, because I want to have multiples, working simultaneously, because that's very effective. So let's get some more stuff. I also want to see if I can break an item before I get done too, so I can show you how to repair stuff, because there's multiple ways to how to repair stuff too. Good bejeebers, come on. That's a lot of rocks. Okay. Can I build? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'm going to build 2 more mortar and pestles. And let's get over here. And let's dig some meat out of the... Let's show you what happens whenever you cook stuff. Hey, look. Okay, so there you go. We also got spoiled meat. Doesn't have a use, though, right? So I'm going to take this cooked meat, and I'm going to eat some of it. Not to eat. Be careful not to eat the spoiled meat. I'm going to put the remaining cooked stuff on my refrigerator for the moment. And now I'm going to grab these narco berries, and you're going to see why I save these in particular, because these are going to be useful for when we get started with taming stuff, where we have to actually knock out tame stuff. Now let me take and build my mortar and pestle. Okay, a little crooked. A little crooked. So you have your recipes in here. Each thing can build certain things. The ingredient for narcotic, you need narco berries, which are the black berries, and spoiled meat. And the reason I separated the stack of spoiled meat is so that way it would each one would basically spoil simultaneously. Earlier I mentioned spoilage, and the thing about spoilage is when stacks like this spoil, they only spoil one at a time. So if this were to spoil, it would drop to an 18 count, and I'd have 1 spoiled meat. But if I want to speed up the process, I can separate these, and because each one of them has their own timer, when they run out, they will all spoil, subtract from that stack, and I'll lose all the good meat, but I'll gain spoiled meat. And spoiled meat's valuable for narcotic, and you'll see why narcotic is valuable in the next video. But I think, and to put stuff back and forth between the creature, you can hold X to pick up a stack. Just like that. You basically highlight over it, hover it, hold X, and you can send a stack back and forth. So your creatures can be pack mules. I think, though, for the most part, I think I'm done. Just to show you the ingredient for spark powder, which helps you build gunpowder later on. 2 flint, 1 stone. And then the ingredient for cementing base is stone and keratin or chitin. Cementing base is useful in mid to high-end structures, because essentially it's our mortar. It helps us keep stuff together. 1 more level 14. I think that's a good spot to stop. We're at level 14. What do I get? Anything useful? Not really. I will get wooden door frames. Why can't I get wooden ramp? Oh, I need ceilings? Okay, I didn't know that. Ceilings then? And that's all I can get, right? Spyglass, but I need crystal for that, and there's no crystal. Crystal's a hard item to obtain in the early game unless you get lucky on a loot drop. But for now, this is our little house. This is our little bed. We come in here, we get dry. We can make some things on these different things. I tell you, well, yeah, I can do that. I can go ahead and let me get some chitin off of you. Let's go ahead and just take 300 off of you. We're going to put it in here. So now you can see the reason I like to build multiple mortar and pestles is because if you have multiple ones, you can specialize one in each recipe. So that way, obviously this one's done as far as building something, but this can just focus on narcotic. This one can just focus on cementing paste, and this one can focus on spark powder. So I'll put the flint in there. I don't have any stone to put, but I will put whenever I can. Why are we leaking? Like, seriously, we shouldn't have rain. Come on. But there we go. So we've got ourselves a little place, a base. I wasn't anticipating on taming anything, but moth chops is a nice tame. Maybe in the next video, if we can find one, we might try and tame. Or maybe we'll go to Herbivore Island where it's a little safer and we could tame something there. Also may try and make the push to narcotic. So I think for now we're okay. I think it's a good place to stop. So, and I'll just take a poop to finish off the day. So there we go. I'm done for now. I'll probably try and record another video next day or two maybe. We'll see what happens.